So I've poured my heart and soul into trying to build this sauna over the past year. And with the outside of this thing done, it's finally time to work on the inside and hopefully have our first sauna. So here we go. So with this thing moved in here, this is a huge sort of milestone. I don't know, it just really kind of brings the space to life and you really kind of see what the sauna is actually gonna kind of become and stuff. So talking about the stove, I decided to ball out on the Hume system from Estonia. I just fell in love with it the first time I saw it on the internet, pretty much. I did spend about $2,700 on this particular unit, and if I had gone with a cheaper Harvia, like the M3 units, I probably would have spent about $1,500 less. Now that it's actually here, I'm really stoked on the quality of the build. This thing looks awesome, and I'm really stoked to kind of fire it up. So the next part really is to start insulating some of these walls here. Got some rock wool that we'll start putting in, and then, you know, start setting up the piping for all this as well. So yeah, tons to get at and pretty pumped about it all. So let's get it. So the idea here is to start filling these bays with this. Our 2 foot on center seems to work out perfectly. We need another little sliver that's gonna go there. We're off to a really great start here. How's it going? What are you doing? You getting the ice off? Nice. And then you're cutting it, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so at this point, with some of the bottom panels insulated already, it's time to start insulating the roof. So one thing is that we've got the same Durafoam that we used for the floor, and we're gonna be using it here for the roof as well. I'm gonna stuff these between the studs here, leaving a bit of an air gap between the sheathing of the roof and the insulation itself. And we want to leave an air gap because we're going to be heating and cooling this particular sauna quite a bit. So that air gap will actually allow for condensation to roll down the backs of these and kind of go out through the vents on the side of the house as well. Yeah, we want to have a breathable roof system, and alongside the add-ons to make it curvy up top, it effectively works as like a ridge vent as well. So yeah, a pretty well ventilated roof. And at this point, let's start insulating the top. So things are kind of coming along, the installation's happening, but we have a bigger issue. Tonight, it's looking like there's a pretty severe winter storm warning.
A fierce winter storm has moved in.
When the storm comes tomorrow, we're in a lot of trouble at work. It's gonna be a disaster.
It's looking like 20 to 40 centimeters of snow coming down. So I think the thing we really have to prioritize now is throwing in the rest of the roofing so that I don't get to dig out 40 centimeters of snow just to install it. So yeah, let's get after that right now. Okay, with our clearances figured out, the next part is to figure out where we have to cut through the roof. So let's put on our approximate center. We're gonna effectively screw in through the top here, I think. So about there. All right, time to find a literal needle in a snow stack, I guess. Trying to stab myself here. It's better to be working on this like 10 centimeters of snow as opposed to the 40 that's coming. So, oh shit. There it is, right there. Pretty high up, all things considered. Okay. With the screw sort of in the center of this, we can start scribing a circle. Yeah. So this is a bit hectic, cutting a big old hole into the roof, but here we go. Yeah. One there, and yeah, we can start cutting there and make our way around this. Whoa. We got a hole. That's pretty intense. All right, Lord Stanley, here we go. Let's see what this goes down like.
pretty dang close. Pretty dang close to a good fit. Okay, so with the silicone applied, it's time to take it up and get this done. Under this side. We gotta wrestle it all the way up. Come on, bud. That's gonna be pretty close right there. And hope that we didn't completely mess this up. That's hooked in, and that's looking solid, if I can say so myself. So that's pretty sweet. Yeah, I think we did it. So a couple more screws just to tighten things up here. They have the gaskets underneath and the roofing screws, so that's a good thing. And yeah, so we should be coming along here.
Okay, so at this point, I didn't really have storage for the cedar indoors or anything, so I just kind of left it outdoors. That might have been a bit of a mistake because I'm pretty sure the rollers are just kind of rolling over the ice that's formed over the cedar. So I can't actually plane it with a planer at the moment, so I'm gonna have to bring it in and dry it off first. So yeah, I guess we'll have to make that happen.
Hey Bob, I have something to show you. Don't get mad. That's all I have to say. But yeah, it's in the bathroom. So we have to move the wood in here so that it'll dry because it's just like frozen outside. Yep. Yeah. Give it like 12-ish hours or so. Hopefully it dries enough, and I'll take it out of here.
No bathing today.
No bathing today.
24 hours later.
So one of the things that's important to note is to protect our back from any sort of fire hazards or anything like that. Of recent, the incredible cabin maker Foster Huntington had a sauna fire, and that was because his clearances weren't really quite adequate. He just had flammables nearby. So just to ensure that, you know, there's really no hazard when we're burning some really hot wood, we're just going to ensure that we have Durarock everywhere. So yeah, let's put this together. Okay, the last piece. Don't even have to tap it in. The sort of piecework up here, just because it's the last of the cedar that we have here, kind of has a brick-like feel, and it's not really the most structural, but it's done. And this bad boy is looking half decent, if I can say so myself. So just a time for a little bit of trim. And then once we have this thing trimmed, it'll be time for some seats, and I think it's time for a sauna. So, you know, fingers crossed that things go well here.
Looking for something new, Not sure what hope to find it soon. Not trying to complain, but I could use a change. I risked it all, I played it safe, and it don't matter, the outcome stays the same. Nothing lost, nothing gained, I could just use a change. A little up, a little down, a little lost, a little found, a little hope, a little doubt, and I may be wrong, but I wanna believe change is somewhere in between.
The first light. If you can get the lighter working. How's it going? So we'll probably give it about an hour from here, eh? Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how much it heats up and hopefully we'll be good to go.
1 hour later.
Alright. Y'all ready for this?
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's nice in here.
So nice.
I'm already sweating and it's about 33.7 in here, so I think with some steam it should warm up quite a bit in here. So yeah, let's do this.